So whatever you feel like you may know about Forex or the industry, you know, we've all seen Wolf of Wall Street, right? We've all seen those like scammy adverts come up on YouTube. I get it. I want you guys to just kind of park it and leave it at the door, because today we're going to start fresh. We're going to give you some very good basics education, so you guys know at least what's involved in this industry and how you can actually use it to support your lifestyle, whatever that may be, whatever your passion is. Maybe you're a creative, you're an artist like me, or maybe, you know, you love your job and you love your business, and you just maybe need a little bit of extra support money, or even you just want to trade for fun, you know. Everyone comes from so many different walks of life, and it's a really, really exciting journey. So if you are excited to learn something new and, you know, maybe step out of your comfort zone, then this for sure is the call for you. Somebody's just drawing on my screen there, so I'm just going to clear that. Thank you. Clear all drawings. Cool. So let me just see. Okay, so we know who our newbies are. Where are my oldies? Who is already trading? Who is in IM? You've already started your education and you are loving the journey so far. You've loved it. Rochelle is here. Amazing. Loving it. Rochelle is loving it. Sapphire is loving it. Rudina, a future leader. Sapphire is loving it. Okay, amazing. The world of Forex will be the ride of your life. Okay, if you decide to engage in it and love the practice, right? Because yes, we all want money, but at the end of the day, the money is a byproduct. And first and foremost, you have to enjoy doing the thing. Does that kind of make sense? Because if you focus day by day thinking, I want to make this amount, I want to make that amount, you're not going to see growth in your trading account. You have to focus more on learning the skill well, and the money will come to you as a byproduct from consistency of doing the thing, okay? So before we get absolutely like into the nitty gritty of things, so who am I, for those of you who don't know you? To people who do know me, sorry, you've heard this spiel probably like 1,000 times. But my name is Jessica. I'm based in London. I am a dancer and choreographer. And when I was at uni, I realized that actually my industry probably isn't going to be able to pay for my kids or my car in the future. So I had to come up with some ways to support myself, especially between jobs. So I started doing YouTube and being paid by hair companies. Since graduating, I've been a teacher and a lecturer in contemporary dance, as well as performing for film, for music videos, theatre, creating my own works. I'm also a stunt artist as well. And I've also kind of done digital marketing during all of this time, because, you know, hashtag Insta is life. But because of all of those hustles, that allowed me to become a homeowner, right? So again, I was also stuck in the scarcity mindset. I was stuck in the poverty mindset. Save, save, save. I was that person who would go to a restaurant and order salad and water because I didn't want to spend, right? I'm sure we can all relate to that. However, that allowed me to save up enough capital. I was actually able to invest in a property. So this is where I'm living right now in London. As soon as I bought my house, not really my manager, the company that I worked for, then completely got rid of my job role and made me redundant. So I had absolutely no way to pay for my house other than dance jobs, which we know do not pay well. They do not pay regularly, right? So I cried for 3 days, and then luckily I got a job, a film job. And, you know, I was watching a girl, she was trading on her phone, and I watched her for like about an hour, and I was like, what's she doing over there? And I literally watched her in that time make more money on her phone than we were making on that film job, you know? So I just asked her straight away. I was just like, what is this? How can I do it? Right? And the rest is history. We're still really great friends to this day, and I've never looked back, and it has absolutely changed my life. So now I am a trader, as well as being a dancer and still loving everything that I'm doing, you know? So if you're looking for something to allow you to get back onto that path that you know you were supposed to be on, if you were supposed to be a dancer, if you were supposed to be, you know, a chef, if you were supposed to do that thing, your thing, and you've been stuck and kind of like taken off on a side path, you know, I've had loads of safety jobs to try and make my way through life. If you're tired of that safety job and you're looking for something to support you, then this really could be it. So if you've been like praying for a sign, it could be me waving at you through my camera. Okay. Also, I do know to look here, but I hate looking like at at the lens. So I'll look at whoever's got their video on. Girl, I'm looking at you. Cool. So that's a little bit of background as to who I am. But today we're going to be getting into what even is Forex. And I'm also going to explain to you guys why Trading212 is not a trading app. I said it with my chest. It is not a trading app, and I'm going to explain to you why, okay? So a lot of people want to get engaged in the world of Forex, but a lot of the time we don't actually know what it is. So Forex literally means foreign exchange. It's just the two words put together, and it's an international financial market that is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. The market opens 5 a.m. Sydney time and closes 5 p.m. New York time. So it's kind of like 11 to 11 for us if you're based in the UK. And you know, the Forex industry, or the trading industry, should I say, is worth around 6.6, it's probably gone up since then, but around just over $6 trillion. $6 trillion is passing hands every single day. Every day. That's not every year, it's every day. So there is definitely enough money to go around. So if you've maybe dipped your toes in the water into trading before and you're not really sure why you haven't been making any growth, it's very bizarre because there is $6.6 trillion floating around for you to be accessing. And a lot of the time, people don't know how to enter or exit the market, okay? And that is what is really important about your education, knowing how to engage with it, okay? Hey, good to see you. Thanks for putting your camera on. I love it. Cool. So if you guys don't have this, take a screenshot. It is the kind of like a timetable. Sorry, I've got a train passing my window. I live right by a train track, by the way, so enjoy that. Just wait for her to pass. Oh, she just sings. Can you hear that? Okay, cool. So if you don't have this, I would take a screenshot or maybe jot these down. This is the time frames for when the market is open. So first we have the Asian session. So this is all going on whilst we are still asleep. Okay, so we know the markets are open 24 hours a day. So even if, for example, you might be a bit of a night owl, there are going to be strategies for you in order to trade this session. Okay. And then when it comes to about 5 a.m. in the morning, between 5 and 8 a.m., we have what's known as the accumulation session. So the banks are gearing up and injecting money into the market in preparation for London daybreak. 8 a.m., the most volatile time of the day. You know, people in the US, they stay up overnight just to catch maybe an hour or even half an hour of that market volatility, because every country in the world wants to get a taste of that market, okay, of that movement. So then we have the London session, and then in the afternoon, you know, between 1 and 3, we have the New York Open. And then the market does start to wind down towards the end of our working day in preparation for the Asian session again. So it's a continuous cycle, and it really does depend on what times you maybe have available for you to know when you're going to be most active in the market. Does that make sense? So people come into trading and they think, yeah, I'm going to make money off of this market and it's going to be amazing. However, they haven't created a strategy in order to make this work around life, AKA work. So people sign up and they start learning how to trade, and then they're like, oh, I've hit a block in my maybe my first month in, because I'm actually realizing that it's hard to trade and work. Please do not fold at the first hurdle, okay? You have to be, I don't want to be a nag, but you have to be a grown up. Create your schedule, okay? Create a schedule so that, you know, we're learning how to manage our money. You need to be able to manage your time, okay? In order to become a successful trader, you don't even have to be a great trader. It's like driving. We've got plenty of idiots on the road, right? You don't have to be the best trader in the world, but so long as you are consistent and have a schedule, a strategy in place that works for you, you can see very good results, okay? Can I just see something in the chat box? Put a 777 in the chat box if you're hearing what I'm saying. This is registering and you guys are taking notes. Note takers are the money makers. Where are my money makers at? Shanice, Rudina, G. Computer is there. Good to see it. Amazing. Okay, so we're all on the same page. Perfect. Also, I know I speak really fast, so if you don't get something, I've got my chat box open. So if you have any questions, just throw them at me. This is question time. So if you've been you know, having anxieties about anything, this is the time to kind of share it, because, you know, how many people are in this call? We've got 37 people on the call, guys. Amazing. Yeah, throw your questions in the chat box and we'll get through them, okay? So we know what the Forex market is now. We know when it's active, but who's actually getting involved? Well, right at the very top, we have the commercial banks, and they control large currency reserves and interest rates. And this is also why it's really important that we keep an eye on the news. Fundamentals analysis is very important. Like, bearing in mind that I'm a dancer and I had no idea really about maths or what's going on in like geopolitics. However, because I'm engaging in this practice, this has enabled me to be a lot more aware about what's going on in the world and actually how this does affect financial markets. It's not a lot of work, it's not a lot of effort, it's just going to come part and parcel with the thing, okay? So don't be intimidated if maybe you don't feel mathsy or you don't feel too hot on the news, because that's going to come in time, and it's very easy, okay? And also, when you start, you're going to have mentors and support people to help you with that as well. So we have the commercial banks, right? Oh, so again, with the news, super important, because anytime that like Trump or Boris Johnson are on our screens, money just starts to move. So just be very aware about when especially with the Twitter action, okay? Twitter action really has an effect on the market. So just bear that in mind. We then have our MCNs, which are the multi-channel networks. So they buy the pound for the US dollar in really large quantities, and then they push it back to the US. So these are essentially like the hedge funds, the fund managers. Okay, so they make up like 15% of the market. And then the rest of us, it is us guys, the retail traders, the regular Joes, and the small businesses, you and me, from our mobile phones. And even though we make up like literally only not even, I think it's like 0.5% of the market, something ridiculous like that. So please remember that our little like £2 or £10 or £100 means nothing to the big boys in these markets. They do not care. Okay, which is why it's really important that we stop trying to go to YouTube for information. Okay, just a question. When you you can see. Okay, so it's so funny because so many people message me and they're like, oh, I want to learn how to trade. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like I've got the perfect like, you know, teachers and stuff that you can join and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh no, I want to learn off YouTube for free. And I'm like, huh, okay. First of all, to any of the YouTube traders out there, and we know we also in IM Academy, we have people who work at St. James's Park, and they have the inside knowledge. They call us the YouTube traders, right? Because if you type into Google Forex trading, what do you see in the image list? You see the same patterns again and again and again and again and again. And the banks know this. They know that people can't really access this really kind of elitist, exclusive industry. So they'll try and learn for free because everyone's poor. We are peasants, right? So they know that people are trading the same triangle pattern, the same head and shoulders, the same support and resistance. They know it because that's what we have access to on YouTube. Does that make sense? I'm struggling to see the front page to screenshot. I'm using my phone. Oh, I think you might need to swipe. Swipe left, swipe right, give it a go. I think it might be left. No, that's right. Give it a go, give it a swipe and let me know, because I can, if you want, I can send you the PDF version of this if you need it, okay? So yeah, the banks know what everyone's looking at, okay? So this is why it's really important to learn how to trade with the banks, and that is what we do. This is all part of the education. So it's time to stop being a YouTube trader and start to do the thing properly, okay? So what is actually happening? What is being traded when we're engaging in this market? Well, in the world of Forex, right? We are buying one currency pair and selling the other. So in the same way that when you go on holiday and you exchange your pounds for your dollars or your euros or your pesos, you know, you go away on holiday, you shop, you eat, you have a good time, and then you come back and then you exchange that money back into your original currency. You may find that you get more or less than you originally expected. And that's because the value of that currency has, you know, gone up or down during the time that you were away, okay? And anything paired with the US dollar, so United States dollar, is known as a major. So those are our major currency pairs. So for example, where are my olbies? Can I just get guys, throw some examples into the chat box of some majors. This is our skills and drills. Where are the majors at? Let's go. Amazing. Shanice is in there with Euro USD. Yes, USD. Any major currency pairs? There we go. GBP USD, thanks Victor. AUD USD. Yep, USD CAD. Any more for any more? NZD USD, amazing. There are loads, okay? I think there are 8. We've also got USD JPY. We got EU? Yeah, we got EU. There we go. Okay, so Victor's gone in there with a minor. So Euro GBP is known as a minor or a cross pair. Okay, so yes, the GBP does also count as a minor. So anything that's paired without the United States dollar. So can we get some examples of some cross pairs, guys? Skills and drills, skills and drills. Okay, so Dante, what you've done there is you've put JPY USD. That's actually not a tradable currency pair. If you type that into whatever you're using to trade, or maybe TradingView, what you're going to get is an index. So the industry standard is USD JPY. Okay. Euro JPY, amazing. Euro CAD. So for those of you who don't know, CAD is the Canadian dollar, also known as a commodity pair because it moves in relation to oil. Euro NZD. And loads more. There are loads, there are about 30. So all in all, you've got 30 currency pairs that you can be trading. So there's definitely going to be something out there for you to enjoy. And like, you know, these currency pairs, it may feel overwhelming, but you're going to get to know them. I really like to kind of personify the market, and all of these pairs have very different personalities. The way they move is very different. And the more that you're analyzing these charts, you're going to get to know them. You're going to get to know which ones are your faves, which ones are your bays, and which ones you just stay well away from. Because you know, they react differently, but they're also very, very reliable in terms of their normal behavior, if that makes sense. So if you're new, get to know 3 currency pairs really, really intimately. So for example, I really know Euro GBP is my favorite. She's my favorite currency pair. I would then say AUD JPY and Euro NZD. Those are like my top 3. Okay, so just have a think about that, about which ones you would like to be engaging. Oh, and GJ as well. I love a bit of GJ. Very, very nice movement. GBP, AUD, not my friend. And the chef pairs, the Swiss franc, nah. Don't touch those with a barge pole, okay? What are the currency pairs that have positive swap rate overnight? So no pairs have a positive swap rate overnight. You're going to be charged by your broker. That's what that is. A swap fee is what your broker charges you for holding a trade for you overnight, okay? So technically, 0. The brokers aren't going to pay you for them doing your work. Do you know what I mean? Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. We then have our exotics. So maybe, you know, you're not too interested in the minors or the majors, but maybe you have an interest in something different, like the Hong Kong dollar, the South African rand, the Mexican peso. In Trade Creatives, we've got quite a few people trading the Hungarian, otherwise known as the HUF. So there's definitely going to be something out there for you. Or failing that, trade a commodity. Oil, gases, metals. If you like trading gold, I love trading gold. I do it every day. We've also got company stocks. For those of you who like company stocks and indices, let's go. And there's also crypto. All very different, but they kind of work in the same parameters, but they all do very different things. So if you want to be trading these commodities, please make sure you have a larger account size. Minimum £500, ideally £1,000. Okay, don't be starting trading indices or gold with £200 in your account, because you're going to see that go pretty quickly if you don't know what you're doing as well. Okay. Is everyone with me? I hope that makes sense. So let's move on. Let me just check the time. 20 past, cool. So, okay, no worries. Okay, thanks, Sean needs to go, but no worries. This is being recorded, so it's going to go up onto my YouTube. If you're on there, follow me on Jessica's trading journal. But just message me if you need anything, okay? Also, guys, I'm always on my phone, so if you have any questions or want to message me anything, at Trade Creatives, I respond like instantly because I'm addicted to Instagram. So what are these? For those of you who are brand new, this might be really, really scary, but it's going to be okay. So these are known as candles, and you're going to be seeing a lot of these, because the way that we analyze the market is through candlestick charts. You know, those waves of up and down. This is what we're actually looking at, and every candle tells us something very particular about the market. Okay, it's telling us how money has moved during that period of time. So each candlestick will represent 15 minutes, 1 minute, a day, depending on which time frame you're looking at, okay? So we can see you've got a green candle, a buy candle, and a red candle, a sell candle. So we know that money has to have gone up and money has to have gone down. Okay, there is a whole anatomy to these candlesticks, but you are going to learn this during your education, and you're going to learn how to use this to read the market. This is the language of the market. So can you trade without indicators? Absolutely, so long as you know your candlestick analysis. I love doing my candlestick analysis. I always say in my morning sessions, what do I say, guys? The candles leave clues. They're trying to talk to us. They're trying to tell us something, right? The better you get at analyzing these, the easier and the more enjoyable trading is going to become, because you're going to be in full understanding as to what's going on, okay? So, as you can see, we have these candles moving in these waves. These waves characterize the market. So, for example, here we have an uptrend. So long as you can identify up, you're in the right place. You're getting there, okay? And this is established by, sorry. This is established by, let's say, price opens here. We then have a high. Cool, price moves in an upwards direction, and then it pulls back down because we know that the market has to go down in order to come up, right? So we have a new low that's established, but it's higher than this low. Does that make sense? Pushes up to a new higher high, higher low, higher high, and so on and so forth. Okay, in the opposite direction, if we're having if we're seeing a downtrend, right? Up, down, price starts here, we have a low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and so on and so forth. So you can see actually, if you're, maybe sometimes you're not sure about what you're seeing, look for the highs and the lows. Sometimes I have to do it. I'm like, oh, if the market's not looking too great, you know, it's never perfect. And if you're thinking, what am I seeing here? Okay, high, low, that's lower than that. Okay, great, uptrend or downtrend, whatever it is, okay? So we have our highs, we have our lows. There is also one other direction of movement that I haven't put on here. Can my oldies tell me what that direction of movement is? Amazing, Natania is in there. Ricky is in there. Rochelle, yes girl. Consolidation or the range, yes. The rally, the sideways movement, the consolidation, guys. So we have up, we have down, and we have sideways. So long as you can identify those three things, you can trade. You can trade. That's all you need to know. The rest is just layers upon layers upon layers. But really, that is as simple as it is. So when we have an uptrend, we also say, you know, your educators, you might hear them say, okay, we've got a bullish market going on here, or, you know, the market is going long, or I'm going to open a long position on this currency pair. So that tells you that the market is going up and you're getting ready to buy that pair. So you can see here, we've got a low, a high, a higher low, and a higher high, right? That is our uptrend. So you might think, oh, price is pulling back and it's probably getting ready to springboard to the upside again, right? So this is when we take a look at what is happening in the larger picture. So that was taken on the 15-minute time frame. That is GJ from the looks of things. And then if you zoom out onto the 1 hour time frame, you would have seen that actually that you were in a very strong bearish market. So it would have been quite a bad idea to have taken a buy on that one when really we've just had a rejection wick. If my oldies, you'll be able to see that, right? So really important you do your top-down analysis so you can get a real understanding in terms of how money is moving and increasing your probabilities, right? We never know what the market is going to do. However, we can be prepared as sophisticated smart traders as to increasing our probabilities and using our informed knowledge to make the best choices in order to take advantage of its movement. Does that make sense? You know, I'm done with people gambling, okay? And this is why we're debunking Trading212, because that is a gambling app. You have zero room for analysis, okay? If you can't analyze a chart, you are not trading. You're gambling, okay? So what you can see here is we had a bearish trend, or maybe your educator is telling you we're gonna open a short position on this currency pair. So that tells you we're getting ready to sell. So, I put this in the wrong place. Okay, we're gonna go there first. So guys, for those of you who are really, really new, this might be a bit scary for you, but don't worry because we're going to walk through this together. For everyone who already has MetaTrader 4, I want you to get it open. For those of you, I'm just looking at my trades. For those of you who don't have MetaTrader 4, I want you to download it now. It's a free app that you can get on the App Store or the Play Store if you have a Samsung. But this app is the industry standard for trading. Okay, if you've never heard of MetaTrader 4, you've been looking in the wrong places for your information. Okay, MetaTrader 4, have it downloaded. We're going to go through it in a second. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Oh, it's 1:30. Cool. Okay, so Victor asks, what should one do if price action on each different time frame does not align? So Victor, have you gone through your 1 to 300 training series yet? The app name is right here, MetaTrader 4. No. Have you started? Have you started your training? No. Okay. Are you signed with IM Academy? Not yet. Okay, cool. So this is good for me to know because if you were an IM, I could point you in the right direction to teachers who can help you. You're not even signed up yet. So this is really going to come in your basic education. Okay. It's very simple. However, that does come in part of your education. So, make sure, I don't know, speak to the person who got you onto this call, okay? Tell them that you're ready to learn, because it sounds like you've already kind of got a bit of an idea of how trading could work. You just need a little bit of a push in the right direction, okay? And just some deeper understanding. So you're gonna be fine once you get started, okay? It's just refining that knowledge, okay? So for those of you who now have MetaTrader 4, congratulations, you can now start to learn how to trade. Please, 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 please do not deposit money if you don't know what you're doing, okay? One of the downfalls of Trading212, it's a very sexy app. I know. Actually, I downloaded it one time because I didn't even know about Trading212. I didn't know that it existed. But I used to hear loads of boys talking about it. It's such a boy thing. And I was like, what? And I never looked at it. And then I started, trading properly. And then someone suggested that I download Trading212. As soon as I downloaded it, I got the ick, got rid instantly because it's a gambling app. Oh, Natania, babes, you got to get rid of that ASAP. Okay. It's a very sexy interface, very smooth, great experience when you're on it. Deposit your money. You're going to make money. Rob, I would suggest using MetaTrader 4. You have some limitations on MT5. So the majority of people, well, especially in IM, use MT4. So I wouldn't be able to support you in terms of any like user interface stuff because I have zero experience with MT5. We're just quite restricted, especially in terms of brokers and stuff. They're mostly with MT4. Okay. So Trading212 encourages you to deposit your real hard-earned 9 to 5 hours of your life money so that you can throw it away. Yes or yes? Natania. Natania's in the green. Well done, girl. What analysis have you done? Can you show me how to analyze a chart? Being hella real. No. Gambling. I'm sorry, I'm saying it with love. I love you. However, yeah, gambling. You may feel like a boss. You may make some money. Wait, hang on. First of all, as a mentor, can I please tell you to stop that right now? Save your money. Run with your bag. To my oldies, I say run with the bag, withdraw, delete that account, invest that money properly. Yeah, because you may feel great that you're in the green, blah, 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 but very quickly, That can be gone like that, and all your deposit is gone. If you are wanting to become a trader, you have to work like your own bank account. You have to learn how to do your appropriate risk management. Do you guys know, for my my YouTube, okay, luckily, well done. Well done. Just delete the app, okay? Like, you know, do you guys know about risk management? You know, we have to be good managers of our money. You're better off with Trading212. I honestly say you're better off going down to Betfred and placing a trade on your favorite football team. Promise you, okay? You need to learn the skill well so that you can do this for yourself. There's no shortcut with this, okay? And it's made to look very sexy on the internet, right? Trading will make you rich. Guys shouting at screens, look at my watch and my car. No, that's not the life. It's not the life. When I was very intimidated when I started trading, but actually when I started it properly and I saw my group, everyone's just here to pay their bills and go, you know, afford food, support their kids, you know? Yes, the big money that comes with time, so long as you can make it through your first year. I'm now a year old, sort of. On the 16th of August, I'll be a year old. You know, you're not going to make, if someone's told you that they are having 100% wins and you're going to make money in a month, they are lying to you. They are lying to you. Don't believe it. However, can you be seeing results straight away? Absolutely, with the right education and the right knowledge and the right application of that knowledge. Can you be seeing good results maybe in your first like 3 to 6 months? Absolutely. Okay, that's just my real talk. Let's get on to MT4. So when you have it open here, yes, it's not as sexy as Trading212. It's purposefully very clunky and very confusing because it weeds out all the people who don't know what they're doing. Am I right or am I right? So we're going to learn how to use this properly. So I want you to go onto the quotes page. That's the 2 arrows at the very bottom, and you're going to see some currency pairs there, otherwise known as the symbol. Okay. My room's getting really dark. Maybe I should turn my light on. 1 second. That sun drops very quickly. So yes, so we have the currency pairs, otherwise known as the symbols, okay? And you're going to see the current price, where current price is currently sitting, and the current spread for your broker. You might not see that if you haven't got a broker already. If you're not seeing any currency pairs there yet, I would recommend you click the plus icon on the top right-hand corner, and you'll see Forex majors, minors, exotics, bonds, crypto, indices, you know, all of those. And then you can go in and click the plus icon and add those on as you wish. So you can have easy access to the ones you're going to be trading. You can organize them however you like. So that's where you're going to have access to all of your pairs. You then have the chart page. Just realized my music is still going. Can you guys hear me okay still? Put something into the chat box if you guys can hear me okay. Hey, Courtney, good to see you. Courtney's over in France. Amazing. And we've also got someone driving in their car. Commitment. I see you. I see you. Is it going to smile? Probably not. Cool. So we have our chart. We have our chart, okay? And you'll see that actually it's not, again, it's not really the sexiest user interface, and that's okay because I don't use the chart on MetaTrader 4 to analyze the markets. I use TradingView. Okay, I use TradingView to analyze the charts. MT4, I just hang out on there to actually place and kind of micromanage my trades, right? We then have the trade page, and this is your dashboard. So you're going to see your balance, your equity, your margin, your free margin, and your margin percent level. Personally, I just focus on the balance and the equity. Okay, and the margin, that will go to 100 when you've used up all of your possible leverage. So stay away from, as far away from 100 as you can. So you'll have your balance, which is how much money is currently sitting in your account. Okay, we'll then have the equity, which is the amount of money that's in your account, including it's like a floating amount. So that's including the trades that you also have open. So you'll see that moving up and down as well. Okay, and when you start placing trades and you start putting in your pending orders, then you're going to see all of those being listed below. So if you want to place a trade, let's click the plus icon together in the top right hand corner. So you should see this. Yeah. And what you'll have at the top is your symbol, your weapon of choice. Choose which currency pair you're going to use, or commodity, whatever you like. And then you'll see market execution or instant execution, okay? Hang on, let me just see if somebody's on this call, because this was specifically for them. Yes, Andrew's on the call. Hey, Andrew. Hopefully this is all making sense. Let me know if this is all making sense to you, okay? So, market execution or instant execution. Who can tell me, for my oldies, who can tell me what that means? Market execution or instant execution? Where are my oldies? 39 people in this chat. I need some oldies to let the loobies know. Okay, cool. Where the market is at current time, yes. You're buying or selling straight away. Perfect, perfect. So it's not buy or sell. Market execution is the way in which you're choosing to enter into the market. So MT4 will ask you, okay, cool. You've chosen your symbol. How would you like to enter? Do you want to go in right now? And that's what market execution is, okay? So if you choose that and you then click buy or sell, you're gonna go in exactly where price is currently sitting. So if you tap market execution, you'll then see a little drop-down list and it will say, it will show you your limits and your stops. So those are other points of entry, other ways of entering into this market that can give you maybe a more refined entry. For those of you who trade with me every morning, you guys know how I roll. I love my pending orders. I like to stalk the market. I'll dust off my sniper rifle. I'll hunker down and get into position, and I will wait for that pew pew sniper entry, and we will run with the bag, okay? So those are our stops and our limits. We then have our lot sizes. Okay, leverage, very, very important. Dorio is not on this call, that's fine. Leverage, very important. Some people start trading without knowing what leverage is. Who has an idea about what leverage is? Skills and drills, skills and drills. What is leverage? Somebody tell me in the chat box. And if you don't know, right, I don't know. What is leverage, guys? Oh, Ricky, I'm sorry. No. What? Lisa, meh, kinda. Oh, Ricky. Okay, this is really, no. This is good though, this is good to help us realize that actually we don't know enough. So leverage is the amount at which you are willing, leverage is the money offered by a brokerage firm to trader to boost the trading. Right, so that is your leverage when you are configuring your trading account, when you're opening a live account with your broker, right? Amazing, thank you, Courtney. Well, the percentage, not the percentage, but it's the amount. Oh, Pammy beat, guys, Pammy is in the chat, beast trader right there. When did you start, Pammy? I think we started at a similar time. Are you a year old as well, or are you older than me? But yes, she's absolutely right. And Courtney's there as well, roundabouts. How much you are putting onto a trade. It's the amount at which you are willing to expose your account to the market. Oh, 2 years. Woo! Beast trader. Absolutely love your stuff. You can't see the trading. I'm not trading. I'm not trading. So your lot size is the amount at which you are willing to expose your account to the market. Let's go back. There we go. So some people will show me their trading account and they're like, yeah, I made loads of money. And I'm like, okay, cool. Send me a screenshot. On a small account size, they've put on a 0.2 trade, right? So we have to remember that we have micro, mini, and whole lot sizes. If you are brand new, you should be trading a micro lot size. We always say as a general rule of thumb, 0.01 position per £100 in your account for appropriate risk management. Any more than that, and you are risking more than your account can manage, can handle, you've got to give it space to breathe, right? If you're choosing to put on a higher lot size, you are therefore risking, and therefore you are a gambler. Just putting it out there, just trying to be real with everyone, but I say it with love, okay? So a 0.01 position is 10 cents per pip. It's very boring, it's very small. However, you have to train your mindset to see money moving. Otherwise, if you come in with a £1,000 account, you deposit £1,000 of your own 9 to 5 hours of your life money into your account, and you start seeing, can you handle £200 drawdown? Probably not. Okay, because that's when you're going to start to do very silly things. You're trading on emotion, you're pulling out of stops, you blow your account. Okay, I've seen it done over and over and over again because people don't stick to their risk management strategy. You are going to have some serious longevity in this company so long as you are trading safe. If you choose to be a gambler, that's on you, okay? So as mentors, like as a mentor, I'm not an IM educator by any means, but I am a mentor. I can tell everyone what not to do. I can't tell you what to do. And you know, we all make our own mistakes at the end of the day. Personally, I have never over leveraged. Okay, just bear that in mind. So let's say you drip feed, right? Putting those pounds into your account, you know, £1, £2 here and there, whilst you're developing your understanding of the skill. You got your first £1,000, brilliant. You're up to a mini position, $1 per pip. And guys, that's when money moves differently. You can take one trade a day and be done. One small trade a day, okay? We then have, so once you continue to drip feed with your 1,000 in your account, drip feed until you've got your first 10,000 in your account, you've then got a whole lot position. And that is when life is changed. The game has changed forever. So long as you can maintain that risk management and stay at that level. Does that make sense to everyone? Throw something in the chat box if you're still with me, if you're engaged and you're like, yeah, I get it now. Yes, Kennedy. Just Kennedy. And Rudina and Lisa. Amazing. Thanks, guys. And Becca and Asta. Cool. Amazing. You guys are with me. So if you have any confusion about working out your lot sizes or maybe your risk, I would recommend forextime.com or myfxbook.com. I use them every single day to calculate what I could be earning and what I can be risking, just that I'm always on top of that, okay? Perfecto. So that's gone over that very quickly. And we did have a question. Let me just go back up here because Victor asked, please, can we go into technical analysis of trading, the indicators, the oscillator, EMA, RSI, and their parameters? Absolutely not. Why? Because I cannot teach Forex in an hour. You also cannot learn Forex in an hour. Not possible. I've been doing it for a year and I'm still learning every single day. I'm on Go Live plugged in every day, twice a day, maybe sometimes 3 times a day. Yeah. Your education is now forever. We are always students to the market. People who feel like they can master the market, they're going to be very disappointed. And it's only because, you know, you come in with these high expectations. I'm gonna make loads of money really fast. Oh, I've done trading for a month. I've now got this. And then you're wondering why in your second month, you've lost everything. And that's because you weren't, I don't know, ego, I guess. So start your education, come in with an open mind and a willing student to learn about this industry. It's like a language, right? It's like a language. It's going to feel so confusing in the beginning, but the more that you do it, you're going to become fluent. And I always say it feels like when you're looking at a chart, it feels like you've hacked the matrix because you're training your brain to identify the patterns for you. You know, they say we only ever use like, what is it, like 20% of our brains or something? There's some statistic like that we only use like X amount of our brains. So why don't we use that to its fullest potential? Let's get off the Xbox, get off Candy Crush, get off Facebook, get off Insta. Look at charts. Train your brain to see where money is because it's going to thank you in the long run. Okay, so we have got, okay, cool. So we've got our lot sizes. Risk management, done, kind of. Please do your risk management in your own time as well. So You then have to set your stop loss and your take profit. Please, 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 always set a stop loss. If you don't set one, you are risking all of your money. For what? 10 pips? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Please do not fear the stop loss. I have multiple stop losses hit a day. Am I still profitable at the end of the day? Absolutely. And that's because I've done appropriate risk management for the strategies that I'm using. Does that make sense? Again, we're acting as our own bank account. So we have to be able to manage it and you have to actively choose to be a disciplined trader. We have to choose to be disciplined traders, and that's hard. Because sometimes it is easy to be like, oh, I'm not going to set a stop loss and maybe it'll come back. Trust me, I have plenty of people calling me crying. Plenty. And that's because of not setting a stop loss. So let's start disciplined. Let's choose to be disciplined traders right from the get-go and start nurturing that good habit of appropriate risk management, because that's what's going to get you there in the long term. Okay? If you see a stop loss, think, great, my money is saved. Let's jump back in and find another opportunity. If I see a stop loss, I get excited because that means there's a space in my trading account that I could now place another trade. Does that make sense? And then also, of course, your take profit level, choosing your exit strategy. So yes, we learn how to enter into the market, but a lot of people don't know how they're exiting the market. Always think about that, because sometimes the market can turn around on you. So you need to be able to go in, be able to analyze what's going on and think, X, Y, Z, I'm going to withdraw now. Does that make sense? Hopefully everyone is with me. And after that, MT4 is very simple. You've got your history. So they will be documenting every single trade that you do, time and place, and show you your results. You can also customize your history page. And then you have settings, which is kind of boring. So is everyone with me in terms of MetaTrader 4 and how it works? Andrew, hopefully you're feeling good. Throw something into chat box. Throw an 8 for infinity as in, yeah, I think I've got it. I've got MT4. Shanice, amazing. Cool. Cool. I'm with you. Perfect. Let me see who else is in this chat. Oh, so good to see you, Rob, on this call. I'm excited for you. Okay. So let me just take a look, because my slides are all over the show today. And also, you guys know that I love GIFs. MT4 all good. I'm just uncertain about my entry figures. Okay, what do you mean by that? As in, like, when you're entering the market or how you're entering the market? Okay, thanks, Leisha. Amazing, amazing. Keep in touch, okay? See you later. Bye. Good to see you. When? Okay, Lisa, have you started your education yet? Or are you like brand spanking new? I'm gonna wait. Come on, girl. Starting completing 100 and 200. Okay, perfect. Make sure you finish 300 and then you can move on to maybe watching Ralph Danquah on Forex Basics. Watch Manny Quinones do his IM Mastery Bootcamp courses 1 to 8. And that's going to really get you up to scratch. And then I would recommend you plug into Baz 6:30 every morning. Okay, let's take it from there. That will give you really good practice for entering and exiting. And then once you start to get more advanced, let me know so I can point you in another direction. Okay, so what do I want to talk about? Okay, oh, hang on. Oh, it's fine. Battery's running out. So, guys, trading is actually very, very straightforward. A lot of us get it twisted because of a lot of bad stuff we see on the internet, and it's actually a lot more simple than we think. Are you going to make money in your first month? Probably not, no. Are you going to make money by the end of your first year? Absolutely. Okay, so long as you have a trading style in place that works for you. You know, are you a technicals or a fundamentals? What currency pairs are you going to be trading? What sessions are you going to be engaging with? What is your schedule to fit around your daily routine? That's probably the most important thing, because if you can't manage your time, you're not going to be trading, full stop. Okay? That comes in part with having a trading plan. Make sure you have an organized approach. Are you documenting every single one of your trades and doing your analysis? Yeah? I always say this, and it's not I say this, the majority of successful traders say that it is 90% mental. It's 5% analysis, 5% actually placing the trades. The rest of it is waiting. The 90% is patience. The 90% is diligence. The 90% is commitment day in, day out. When you're not feeling motivated, when you feel lazy or tired or deflated because you've had stop loss after stop loss, but you still show up and do the thing, that is what's going to get you successful. If you feel downhearted after maybe month 3 and you quit, fine. That's a shame, and it's very sad, because some people choose to start this because they want to support their kids, right? So please, guys, please don't give up on your kids, because you said that's the reason why you started. Okay? I don't have kids, but I have a house. So my reason why I started was because I had to pay my house, otherwise the banks would take that away, right? So I had to make this work, and you can make it work, okay? And it's going to be this is going to be the ride of your life, but it's going to be the best one, because it's going to make you a better person, guaranteed. I've seen people transform, people who have bad habits and now have the best habits. People who were great people before are even better now. Trading changes you. It just will. Natania's doing this for your kids. Amazing, right? Can I just see in the chat box, what are you doing this for? You're on this Zoom call for a reason. For those of you who maybe you're new and you know, someone's asked you to come and take a look at what we do, something's interested you onto this call. So why? Someone tell me, along with Natania, why are you doing this? Me too. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Lisa, my family, a house. What else? What are your financial goals? Who is this for? Running your own business. Absolutely. Boss lady, right? Durr. Future leader. Who else? 35 people in this call, guys. Properties. Yes. Get that property portfolio, Kathleen. To teach your kids. Yes. Financially comfortable. Oh, that anxiety that the majority of us feel, having to pay rent or our bills, gone. Time freedom. Absolutely. Investing in a food blog. Yes. University. Absolutely. Better future. Achieve my goals. Pick up a new skill. There we go. So many. A new path for your kids. Yeah. Trading gives you options. I don't want to be preachy. However, we don't have to be struggling. We don't have to be struggling. You know, where the life struggle is romanticized. If you work hard, you're going to be rewarded in the long term. Half the time, that's not true. You know, we are taught in school to be hand to mouth. We're taught to go into university to have debt. I mean, I loved uni. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, go to uni. But we're taught, leave the comfort of mum and dad, go into debt, go to uni, right? You come out with a whole degree, no one still wants to hire you. Am I right or am I right? So then you're having to struggle to pay off that debt, which is incrementing, because they have interest on that for a reason, because they want to keep us in debt. So we are slaves to the economy. Open a credit card, they said. Interest rate, interest rate. Keep you in debt, so that we're in this continual cycle of paying. We are the bank's income, because we are having to pay them in order to avoid more interest. Does that make sense? So that is their cash flow, which they then trade with day in, day out. They trade with our money, with our retirement money, with our ISA money. They are day trading with that money. That is why $6.6 trillion passes hands every day, because it's our hard-earned money, which is why on the banks, they always say, oh, by the way, this is your savings, but it's also not guaranteed. This could go up or down. That's because they trade with it. Okay. So if you're brand new and you had no idea about the financial markets, you probably getting quite a big awakening into what it's all about right now. And that we actually don't have to be struggling. If you work really hard for 6 months to a year, you can change your situation. Why do I know that? Because I have done it myself. And it was hard. I cried a lot. You guys know I cried a lot in the beginning. And it feels horrible, but honestly, I honestly thought that I was like, oh, this is never going to work for me. I was one of those people. I was like, trading doesn't work. It's never going to work. And it did. You're going to have that moment and it's going to click, I promise. And for those of you who are in AFA, if you're in IM, if you're in FTA, Trade Creatives, whatever team you're in, I am going to be here to support you. This is what I do because I've been through the hard as well. you know, been through it all in terms of trading. So we're going to get there together. That's why I'm doing the 8 a.m. sessions every day, to ensure that we're still having that practice day in, day out, because it is tough. And so long as you've got people like around you to support you, you're going to get there. It's just, you've got to decide whether you're going to stick to that journey or you're going to choose to go back to hand to mouth, anxiety, paying bills for the rest of your life, pay your tax and die, and then leave your kids with all of your debt. It's, you know, I'm saying it because that could have been my life too. Okay. Please, I just joined 30 minutes ago. Can you brief me? Okay. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot of the Forex basics. So I'll tell you what, this is being recorded and I'm going to put it onto my, my YouTube channel. So you can take a look at that when you have time with a coffee or a tea, whatever. And let me know what you think. We've got 2 minutes left. Does anyone have any other questions that maybe they'd like some quick advice about? Where's my, hang on. Where's my, oh, risk management. We'll do proper risk management next week for those of you who really don't know. Buy stops, sell stops. There's so much more that we do in this. There we go. There he is. Hotline bling session. Who has any questions that you would like me to help you with before we leave the chat today? I absolutely love these Thursday sessions because it's all about the newbies. Once you know what you're doing, meh. I love getting you guys through the beginning stages. Who is the best teacher for beginners on Go Live? Ralph or Manny? Both. Both. I would say watch Ralph first and then watch Manny. You know, Manny goes over everything. And then, you know, that's harmonics. So then if you, more enter and exit, please type. Okay, so then if you want to then start going a bit more advanced, I would recommend watching Baz Koijman. Lee Allen is amazing, she's fantastic. Millie Mills, if you like trading some binary, you guys know I love being a bit of a scalper. There's so much for you to play with, so please explore. More enter and exit, please, or who I can watch. Manny and Ralph. If you're new, start with that. They will teach you entry and exit strategy, but again, it's very dependent on what strategy you're using. It's not one size fits all, okay? There are going to be very different rules for different strategies. Okay, so I think if we don't have any more questions, any more for any more, get it in quick because the music is going on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much for jumping onto the call with me. I hope you guys, can I just see, we're an 888 into the chat. If you have enjoyed this session and you've learned something new today. So good to see you guys. Amazing. We've learned something new, guys. Very informative. Perfect. That's what we like. I'm here to give you guys value. Okay, have a lovely rest of your evening. Write down your financial goals. Make a plan. What are you going to do next? Okay? I don't want to see anyone in a year's time saying, oh, I came to your class one time, I didn't do anything. Don't want to hear it. Tell me what you've done in that year, okay? Maybe that month. I want to know. Thanks, guys. I'm going to play some music to see us out. Let's go. What should we go with? We'll go with Hallelujah. Sheesh. You have some problems, and you got to solve them. Get down on your knees and pray. When is he coming through? When will he answer you? Well, it may not be right away, but in the meantime, just keep your mind in a positive attitude. And while you're Curtis.
Be patient. He's working behind the scenes. Just keep rejoicing. Start dancing. He's giving you the victory. Show him that you believe. Praise him till your blessings come down. Come on and praise him till your situation turns around. You gotta lift up your voice and say hallelujah. Anyway, hallelujah. Anyway, come on, praise him till your blessings come down. Praise him till your situation turns around. You gotta lift up your voice and say hallelujah. Anyway, hallelujah. Anyway.
My weight's gonna fall off. Okay, guys. Right, I'm about to go into another one-to-one. Tammy, do you want to stay on the call for like 2 minutes? Everyone else, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I'm going to low-key boot you off. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm going to start removing you, but if you want to jump out before I remove you, that'll make me feel better. So Tammy, just hang on for 2 seconds. And Felicia, thank you so much. Okay. Robert, thank you. So good to see you. Sarah, good to see you too. I think it's Lionel, KM. So good to see you.